Hi friends, we are all nearing to the finishing point of our school life. It is an important year in our life. Hope you are all preparing well for the coming board examination. Psychology is a paper in which you can score 100 out of 100. Don't you believe? It is possible. If you are ready to do a little smart work, you are going to be the topper of psychology in 2020 board exam. Believe me, you also can get 100 out of 100. But it is not an easy task. As you all know, psychology is a paper in which we need a little descriptive writing style. At the same time, you know that CBSE had made a little changes in the question paper pattern. Now there are 17 objective type questions and it is not an easy task. The question can be from anywhere. We have same possibility or equal possibility for getting and losing. Here I will share a few tips. If you are ready to follow these tips, you are going to be the topper in psychology. You also have the capability to get 100 out of 100 and tomorrow will be of yours. So let's begin. Tip number 1. Prepare according to the weightage of each chapter. As we all know, there are chapters which is having more weightage and there are chapters which is having less weightage. If you are clearly known about it, you will be able to allocate enough time to each chapter as we are in the final stage of our preparation. So concentrate more on chapter 1, that is about variations of psychological attributes, and chapter 2, self and personality, and chapter 4, psychological disorders. Remember, you should not spend too much time with chapters 8 and 9, which is having comparatively less weightage. Tip number 2. No question-wise breakup. As per the latest pattern of CBSE, our psychology question paper is divided into 5 sections. First section, that is section A, contains 17 objective type questions. This is the most crucial part of our examination. It is not an easy task. It includes MCQs, fill in the blanks, and also yes or no questions. Should not think that this objective type question is only about MCQ. Unlike previous years, we will be having more indirect questions and situation based questions in this section this year. You should read every questions twice. Cooling time also can be used for reading these questions. Maximum 20 minutes can be spent for this section. Remember to go through all the highlighted areas in the textbook. And also you should go through glossary that is given in NCERT textbook from page number 200 onwards. Section B will be having 4 questions of 2 marks. You can spend 20 minutes for this section. One of the question carries a choice question too. Section C of our question paper contains 3 questions of 3 marks. You can spend maximum 22 minutes for this section and there will be one choice with one of the questions. Section D of our question paper contains 6 questions that carries 4 marks. You can spend maximum 72 minutes for this section. 2 of the questions in this section will be having choices. Section E. This is the last part of our question paper. This is having 2 longer type questions. Each of them carries an optional question. So you can spend 20 minutes each to both the question. So maximum you will be spending 40 minutes. So allocate the timing according to this. So you won't be spending too much time with any sets. At the end, you will be getting 5 minutes extra. This 5 minutes should be wisely used. Check have you answered all questions. You should go through question paper and answer paper here. Check the question numbers are clearly noted. And it is the time to see how much you have done, whether the important points have marked or highlighted. Tip number 3. Things to do in examination hall. While you are in the examination hall, cooling time should be well used. That is the first point. Go through all questions. It will be helping you to construct a big picture about the question paper and the exam. So go through the question paper, especially focus on the objective type questions, try to find answers of them. And As you know, there are some questions, there are some optional questions under each sections. Here you have to select which question you are going to answer. It is not compulsory to follow the question numbers as in a serial order, but better to follow that question number because it will be easy for the evaluator to correct your answer papers. It is too difficult for the evaluator to check question paper and answer paper in between. Sometimes a child may have written third questions first, then comes the 29th question, then comes the fifth question. So it will be difficult for the evaluator to go through each questions, or sometimes he will be feeling difficulty to see the question and answers. So better to follow the question pattern, but it is not compulsory. If Do you know how your answer papers are going to be corrected? Okay, the evaluator will be getting a big bundle of answer sheets, and in between that your answer paper also will be there, and it is too difficult for the evaluator to go through each and every minute points of your answers. That is true. If there are 100 answer sheet, how an evaluator will be go through every points? It will be difficult. Naturally, it will be difficult. So, what you want to do, make your answer paper in a better manner. Tip number 4, the art of exam writing. We might have heard from many children that I have prepared well for the examination, but still I haven't got the marks which I expected. At the same time, we have heard from some other children that I haven't prepared anything, but still I have got which I haven't expected. Why this happen? This is called the art of exam writing. If you are able to arrange or organize your whole answer sheet in a beautiful manner, naturally you will be having high possibility for getting good marks. It is manually too difficult for any evaluator to go through every points in every answer paper because he or she has to correct not only one single answer sheet. So it will be difficult manually. Sometimes even our beautiful and interesting points might not have noticed. So be careful and organize the whole answer sheet in a beautiful manner. Neat and legible handwriting is very important. It won't be easy, and but still if you are spending little more time with it, it will help you to score very good marks. And as you know, if you imagine that you are the evaluator and you are going through your answer paper, while you are seeing a beautiful handwriting, while you are seeing a well organized answer paper, you also will be having a psychological tendency to see or evaluate the answer sheet in a good manner. And while you are organizing an answer, especially psychology question paper will be having 4-mark question and 6-mark question, even the 2 or 3 marks question. While you are writing or attending all these questions, better to give a small title or a small heading for your answer. You might ask you, what is the use of it? Why we want to spend too much time in creating such a title? It is an easy task. Make a small title from the question. So it will help the evaluator to go through your answer paper without referring the question paper. This will be difficult for the evaluator to go through question paper and answer paper simultaneously. If you are helping the evaluator by telling this is the question and this is my answer, it will be easy for him or her. The next important thing, while you are attending the longer type questions, try to break the whole paragraph into smaller paragraphs according to the marking scheme. If it is a question of 4 marks, instead of writing the answer in a bigger paragraph, divide the paragraph into smaller 4 smaller paragraph. So there will be high possibility to get full mark for that question. Otherwise, there will be chance for 3.5 mark or 2.5 marks. If you have enough contents in all those smaller paragraph, you will be having high possibility to get full marks. There are children who begins from one point and concludes at another point as a longer paragraph. Do you think that some evaluators will spend time to read everything that you have written? No, impossible. And sometimes your important points also will be neglected. This is really painful. So, what you want to do, break the bigger paragraph into smaller paragraph. Here I will show you an answer. So, this is about anxiety disorders which came from chapter 4. This is a 4-mark question, and imagine that a child has written in this way. Here everything is well written according to the points. So important points are noted here anyway. The arrow, some arrow marks used, some bullet points or stars used, and he or she has written everything well here. But I cannot assure you that an evaluator will be giving you full mark for it, full 4-mark for it. And the same question is answered in another way by using same contents. Almost same amount has spent. Here, the child has begun from here and concluded here. If you are the evaluator, you won't be spending time to read all these from beginning to end. And as I told, important points will be neglected sometimes, and that will be great loss for us. Now I will show you how the same content can be answered in another way, in a better way. First, I have shown you this, and all the points are according to the bullet points, and second as a bigger paragraph, and the third section, actually the third section is also having the same content only. Even I haven't added anything extra, only the same points, but the difference is here a small heading is given: anxiety disorders. So the evaluator is not having any confusion regarding what the question is. So that is clear, and this will give you beauty also to the answer. The second, a small introduction has given. What is the anxiety disorder is? In the previous answers also, he or she has given the answers or the introduction part, what the anxiety disorder, but it is not noted. Here, after that small introduction part, uh, one by one, a smaller subheading is given: generalized anxiety disorder, that is GAD. Then important points are written, underlined. Then the symptoms are separately written. In the similar way, the next one as a sub point, panic disorder is written in the same way. And in the next page, phobias and anxiety, separation anxiety disorder. If you're just going through this answer sheet, you will be getting an idea. Any evaluator will be giving a minimum mark for this question, sorry, this answer. Actually, these are not having anything else apart from the previous answers. This is having same and similar contents only, but the arrangement is different. While you are adding an important point in one of the answer, actually you should compel the evaluator to notice that. How we will compel? Just highlight it. Either with pen or pencil we will underline, or we will give inverted commas, means double inverted commas or single inverted commas. And anyway, we will highlight, or we will separate that point from another line. We have enough space in the answer sheet. Should not make it too much crowded or congested. So make it easy for the evaluator to check your answer sheet. The fifth and final tip: always focus on your dream. This will give you an extra energy to face your exam. Remember your dream, which is never dreamt by anyone in this world. You have a passion, you have a career choice, you have a dream. Always remember that dream. This will be giving you an extra energy, and this will give you an intrinsic motivation, not the extrinsic motivation. Should not allow others to tell you that study, study, study. Instead, you will be studying by yourself, because other than anyone, you know your need. If you know your need, you will be having an interest. If you have an interest, you will be seeing your dream. If you have a dream, you will work for it. If you work for it, gradually, you don't want to follow success, but the success will be following you. I wish you a wonderful performance, and a wonderful score means 100 out of 100 or a better percentage for the coming psychology exam. Wish you all the best. Thank you.